Hello! Hello. We're live on the internet. It's the This Game Gets Dicey show. I'm Paula, and this is my co-host.
Yo, hello. It's your boy. I've come up with a new moniker for the internet.
Okay, what is it?
I'm gonna start a new YouTube channel and everything.
Okay.
See what you think of this.
I'm ready.
Yo,
I'm ready.
It's your boy. All the lads in chat. It's the Board Game Bachelor.
I mean, it's got a nice
And
alliteration.
instead of saying "let's get down to the table," I'm gonna say, "Let's get ready to mingle." Let's get ready to mingle.
Ready to mingle with these components.
And I'm gonna try and run my own convention, but really it's like it's gotta be equal guys and gals at the convention, and it's like a singles only thing.
Are you gonna do like a speed dating instead of like this? You know how they do like kind of like speed dating, but with designers and publishers. You could do just like an actual speed dating.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Hold on, is this doing it right on YouTube? YouTube is showing me. Can you? Okay, yes, YouTube has said YouTube can hear. Okay, sorry, y'all, the preview on YouTube is showing me that we're still on our starting soon page. I'm just gonna refresh that and see if that's... No? It should be fine. It's all going out. It's the same signal. It just, my back end, the studio thing you can see on YouTube just didn't update properly. So I just got nervous. So anyway, we are live both on Twitch and YouTube right now. So lots of chats to look at. You and me.
Who's live? Who are we? Say it again.
Paula and the Board Game Bachelor. We're ready to mingle. Oh my goodness. Hello in Twitch to Yoda's G-string. What a handle. What a name.
Winner.
Hi from UGS Games. My goodness. Games historian. Hello. Fight Deck Hans is here, who's going to help us in case we make any mistakes in the game, but we're perfect. Y'all know. We're not going to make any mistakes in the game.
Yeah.
We're perfect. Yeah. What else is anything to talk about here before we dive into the game?
Not that anything I can think of. Other than, like you were saying, our attention is divided between two chats, but that's only a good thing. So if you see us respond to something and you go, who the hell are they talking to? They're in the other chat.
They're in the other chat. I am trying. There is a way, I'm certain.
To combine chats.
I actually have in my OBS, I have a combined chat. But in terms of capturing that so that other people can see it on stream, I haven't quite figured that out yet.
Would you have to open OBS in a window and then literally capture your own OBS?
Use OBS to capture OBS? Maybe.
Like a screen capture of... or window... whatever, yeah.
Yes.
You could do it. That's right. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate you saying that. Yeah, I do. Also, I consider myself the most handsome person in board gaming as well. And again, if you don't know where that comment's coming in, it's in the other chat. That's why you can't see.
What Matthew needs to remember is that I can see both chats. Yes, I'm not using Restream Tentarless. I'm using Stream Elements multi-streaming plugin, so I can do this all right from OBS instead of having to pay a monthly fee to restream. But you know what? We're gonna figure it out. Hi, iHeart Museums, Cashel, Tentarless, all kinds of people around. Sass Queen's on a 15 stream streak. Hey, question for people before we go into the game, who were in my stream last night when I was playing Baldur's Gate 3. Something came up, I think when we were at Sharess's Caress, and there was like a name, there was like a phrase or a name, and I was like, that's the most perfect Matthew Jude, hi, I'm on the internet, this is my fake name, and I cannot remember what it was, and I'm hoping someone here was in that stream last night and remembers. But maybe not. Hello, Rotten to the Core, who says, but monthly fees are all the rage right now.
I was thinking of a new one recently, which was Curmudgeon, Arizona.
Curmudgeon, Arizona. Yeah, Camillus, it had some alliteration. It had some H's in it. It was like Hillary Higginbottom, but it wasn't that. It wasn't that.
Hillary Higginbottom,
It wasn't that, because I would not... A Hillary Higginbottom would be a weird thing to associate with you, but it was something kind of like that.
If it's going to have H at the end of it, I mean, honeysuckle is a good one.
Ooh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that does.
If it was like... If it was like... Tiberius honeysuckle, that kind of works, maybe, but something more sillier than Tiberius.
Tiberius honeysuckle, I do like that. Okay, Camillus is half right. Camillus suggested Dirk honeysuckle. File that one away. Use it for future stream.
File it away.
Hoots haggis. Camillus is like, my brain says hoots haggis, but that's not what it is. It wasn't, but it was hoots something. It was like hoots higgle or something like that. But I think there was a hoots in there. Okay. Anyway. This is important.
Haggis McBaggins.
Haggis McBaggins. Y'all, thank you, Critter Nation, for dropping in Twitch chat. For those of you in Twitch chat, we are working to get 100 sub points 3 months in a row. So if you're in Twitch chat, take a look at what Critter Nation has just dropped. I won't bore YouTube with it, but if you're in Twitch chat, check it out. Also, let's thank our sponsor today. Thank you for subscribing with your Prime Rotten to the Core. Hoots Hooligan! Hoots Hooligan. Matthew is Hoots Hooligan. That's pretty good.
Were they an owl?
It was just like a sign in a place. I don't remember, honestly. I don't remember. You found it in the BG3 wiki. Incredible, Camillus. Thank you. Camillus is a hero over in the Twitch chat. Thank you to, I keep saying High Octane Studios, because that is the English translation, but it's really in French, I think. Octane Eleve Studio. Thank you so much for sponsoring this stream of the game that is wrapping up its Kickstarter campaign right now, called Fight Deck. Matthew?
Merci pour stream les sponsors ou Kickstarter pro bono.
How much of that was actual French, Matthew?
Qu'est-ce combien? I think that's like, how much is that when you want to buy something?
Oh, I know that in Spanish. Cuánto cuesta? Cuánto cuesta?
Le français actual? None.
How much? Actual French?
None.
Again, in Spanish,
I know just enough French to convince someone who doesn't know any French that I might know a little bit of French.
You might know a little bit of French. I know just enough Spanish that when we were in Mexico City last summer, I could say something to someone, and then they would think they could say a lot more in response to me.
You went to a pharmacy for me, though, in Mexico, and that was fine. But I imagine the lady that worked there spoke English, correct?
I think we used some... Google Translate was my friend on that trip, so...
Thank God. And my friend, because I was dying.
Matthew
Paula
was
literally...
sick. Very sick.
I was so ill, and Paula actually saved my life and literally called a doctor who turned up to my hotel room on a moped. And when he asked me how old I was, I told him I was 42. I'm not 42.
And I was like, what are you talking about? You're not... I've never in my life...
Then he asked... And then, because it was like a... Because Paula was like, do you want me to stay in the room? And then I answered this first question wrong. And I said, that's 42. And then he just spoke to you for the rest of the thing.
Yeah,
he was like,
and then he was like, all right, he's delirious, obviously.
It's like I wasn't there because I was delirious.
It was, y'all, it was bad. It was not good. It was not good.
All right, let's get
Who's
over
hooligan
onto
on the
this
case
game.
that day? That's right.
Okay. We're going to be playing Fight Deck. We're playing it over on Tabletop Simulator. I'm not sure if this mod is open for others to play. I think it might just be a closed mod, but the rules are certainly on the
Kickstarter page.
Is it actually? Excellent. I love it when they do that.
I can't remember, but I feel like it is. But if not, whatever, just back the game and get it for yourself.
So the rules are up on the Kickstarter, though. That's for Sweden. I want to see how the Kickstarters do it.
It's funded for sure.
Oh, big time! It's Trey beyond funded. It funded in 17 minutes. That's pretty darn tootin'.
Yeah,
it says 5 days to go. 5 days to go.
So here we are, right at the end, jumping on in.
I was going to say this is a PvP 2-player arcade battler of sorts, but it's more than that now, right? Because I believe if you go down on their Kickstarter, they've unlocked some things that have made it slightly more than just
you can do a solo mode,
a 1v1.
You can do a PvE, like a co-op, like you're working against, basically like if you were playing at an arcade and you're playing against the game rather than against each other. There is a mode for that where you're playing against like the CPU, and it has a deck of logic cards, and that basically determines, like you flip over those cards and it tells you like what the AI opponent is going to do on that turn. So there's multiple ways to play.
Yeah. Arcade mode, which is solo and co-op campaign, which is very cool. And there's more variants for more cards and all that type of stuff. I will say the one thing I do like, I mean, this is a sponsored stream, but they haven't sponsored me to go on the Kickstarter and say if I like anything. But I really like the playmats.
Oh,
have you seen the playmats? Because the big
I wish I was showing all of this on stream right now. But
a really big part of fighting games is the arena, right? The background where it takes place. Because some of those are iconic, So having like cool arenas to fight in is a big deal. Like, sometimes Snoop Dogg's there.
Yeah. And so you have the thing with like the different backgrounds. This is interesting. So over on Twitch. Finish up and then sorry, you say.
No.
Didn't mean to interrupt you. One, I'll just quickly say, Critter Nation, that sounds lovely. I'm happy for you. Ghost Eye says, I've always wondered how they determine those stretch goals. Like, if you already had those modes designed, why would you not include it in the game? Having not run a Kickstarter, it is like, it's another, well, there's marketing, but I was going to say, like, if you need to make a solo deck, like this is a whole other deck of cards, right? And that costs money to print more cards to make another thing. So it's like, look, if we make it to this much money, I could then afford to include this thing I already have designed and ready to go in the game. So, that's what I think. That's how I interpret it.
I think a lot of Kickstarters, All-Star Deluxe Edition does look
cool. And sorry, I may have misspoken. So Fight Deck Hans is saying the arcade mode was not part of the stretch goals. It was a planned expansion to begin with.
Yeah. Sorry, that's not in the stretch goals. Stretch goals is different. But it's cool. I like when I like the playmats. There's lots and lots of options. We should play the game. I'm enjoying looking at the Kickstarter, but we should play the game.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, I'm enjoying looking at the Kickstarter because it does have that. It has that. It has that fighting game kind of feel. So the coolest thing in fighting games is when you get a new character, right? That's the coolest part.
Yeah,
of fighting games. You unlock Devil Jin, and he can beam you, and someone else is playing that angel character. And me and my brother used to play that on Tekken all the time, and it would just be me and him lasering each other until one of us gave up. It's brilliant.
Here on the tabletop simulator mod, we just have kind of two kind of starter characters, but the game has 8 characters. So there's lots of different ones.
You can buy them in 2s as well, and it's cool because each starter deck comes with 2 copies of each character, so that with the artwork's flipped, so you could do a mirror match if you want.
Yeah, we could both be playing Dragon Fighter or Covenant Supreme right now and going up against each other with the same characters, right?
I'll tell you right now, in my mind, I'm Yoshimitsu, because that's my boy.
I want you to know, Matthew, the number of people on my social media when I posted our promo for this who were like, whoa, bloody roar, deep cut, I'm so impressed. And I had to be like, I did not even know. If you look at my face when Matthew brings that up in the promo, I'm going, what? I've never heard of that. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Bloody Roar
that is all
just,
Matthew. That's all
Bloody
Matthew.
Roar was just brilliant. It turned into a big animal. It was great.
Was it like, I feel like it's like Animorphs.
Yeah, it was basically Animorphs.
All right, should we play this game?
Yes, please. So as you can tell from what we've been talking about, this is a board game, a card game representation of classic fighting games, and because of that, there are lots of different things that if you know fighting games at all, and I am very familiar with fighting games, but I've never been like in the fighting game community or anything like that, which sounds silly, but there's a lot of you can go. Most people think fighting games are really skin deep. You know, you just button mash until someone loses. It's not that at all.
No, you need to be good at them. You need to know, like, actually, like what JD Bestis has said in chat. Half circle back, half then A, B, half circle forward into X, Y, A for the ultimate combo. And I'm like, this is why I can never win these games.
Well, it's also, it's like chess, right? Because there's so much bluffing that goes on. So it's not like chess, but there's so much bluffing that goes on in fighting games because it's about finding an opening. And you've got to read your opponent. And fighting games go real deep. And it's all about how many frames was that move compared to how many frames is this move. Because if this move is this many frames, as in how long the animation takes, I've got extra time to do something. And it's like, oh my gosh. And I've seen people like be in the Street Fighter. What was the latest Street Fighter? The latest Street Fighter's practice mode for 8 hours grinding, just trying to learn. You know, yeah. And going crazy about it. So there's a lot of that type of stuff, and a few of those things you will see here. So I'm the red player.
Matthew will be playing Dragon Fighter. I will be playing Covenant Supreme. That's me. I'm hot. That's Matthew. He's hot. We're hot, y'all. And so what's interesting about this game is you're going to go from there are phases of the game, but there's not like first you do this, then this, then this, and then you go back to the beginning and this. Kind of how each phase ends determines how you flow into the next phase.
Yeah, there's a flow to it. That's
so it's just like everything just kind of depends on what's going on. So we're going to kind of talk about the different phases, and then we're gonna take a crack at playing this game.
But ultimately, the point of the game is to reduce your opponent's life points to dead. We have
and that's represented by these decks.
We both have a action deck. There's only 9 cards in an action deck, which I was like, why? But we've already drawn our first 3
We've already drawn 3 cards, yeah.
So we've got
you have a small hand.
You got a small hand. There's a lot of card draw is super important if you can get it in this game.
Yeah.
And we have a life deck. Now our life deck is both 18. When I ultimately punch Paula and she takes damage, and no one's going to enjoy that. It just has to be done. She's going to take her life deck, and they're going to go into the action deck. So you're kind of unlocking more cards, but they're not going into your hand. But it's just a clever way to.
Yeah, you get access to those cards, but your life deck is depleting.
Yeah. It's a clever way to do a counter, honestly. So counter, get it? Because we're going to be countering.
We are going to be countering each other's moves. Hi, Middle Class Joe over on YouTube.
So that's going to be, we've got our basic cards in our hand. You're also going to notice that we have something called super moves. I'll just explain the super moves a little bit. Before we talk about who wins what and how that happens, I'll explain. The super moves are powerful moves, as you can possibly imagine, that are going to have a cost that you have to pay to play the cards. Essentially, you have to play other cards first so that you can play a super move out. Think of it in terms of an arcade game. You have to have put in enough combos to ultimately, hopefully, get out a really good move, essentially. And you'll see that there's going to be often there is a symbol and a number, and that's going to denote what needs to be in your meter. This will all make sense once we actually get started.
As we're playing, you're gonna see. It's gonna make sense, yeah.
Which is really, again, very thematic because having a meter is super important, and like you burn through. I don't know how much you know about arcade games, like fighting games, Paula, but like you want to build your meter up and then burn through your meter to do huge amounts of damage, right? So
yes. I do. I know the basics. You know, I've played them.
And obviously, when you get knocked down, you have wake up moves, which are here, which will come into effect when we go into a wake up round. And anyone who knows anything it's about fighting games is that wake up when you're doing wake up rounds, like actually playing in a fighting game, it's make or break a lot of the time, because you need to try to get back onto the offensive. All right, so we've got some cards in our hand. There are 3 different phases in the game. There are going to be, I'm going to bring it up the thing.
There's the neutral phase, and in the neutral phase,
round, the neutral round, the combo round, and the wake up round. So I want to just do one example of each round first before we get into the game. Is that okay, Paula?
Yeah, of course.
So the neutral round, as I like to call it, the nooch. I do watch quite a bit of fighting games online sometimes. So in the neutral round, we're going to do a reveal step, then we're going to go into the counter step. So the reveal step is super simple. The reveal step is
we just take a card from the top of our action deck and reveal it and compare them.
We're going to see who has won. And then if no one has won, we're going to carry on playing cards. Essentially, well, we're going to
if no one has won,
we're going to carry on until someone has won.
Right. If no one has won, if these have tied, and they haven't, but if they were tied, we would then just reveal another card from our action deck until someone had one card clearly beat the other card, in which case now it's the person who is beaten's turn to try to counter that move.
So the first thing we're going to look at is the stance and the stance and hitbox, and then the second thing we're going to look at, if that's a draw, is going to be the speed. If we were going to look at the speed, Paula wins, because Paula's got a 4-speed attack. I have a 2-speed attack. You see that top right corner. But we're going to look at the stances first.
Yeah.
And as you can tell, literally by looking at these 2 cards, the artwork, you could tell who would win this. Because I'm doing a low sweep, you're doing a spectral kick, and I'm going to sweep your legs. So you can see here that our stance is, I am in a low stance, which is red. Paul is in a medium stance, I believe, or standing stance, whatever it's called, which is blue. But my card has a blue hitbox on it, which means my card hits blue cards.
Yeah. So if this wasn't here, if this blue hitbox wasn't there, if it was just the red and the blue stance, nothing would happen. We would go to speed. But because this specifically shows a hitbox, that matches the color of my stance.
Exactly.
Matthew's card beats mine from stance. Sweep the leg, no mercy. Exactly.
Honestly, embarrasses your card.
Yeah.
So why can't I pick up this card anymore? What's happening?
So if you hover over at the name, does it show you remove card from meter bar?
Oh, it locks them in. So that's for stacking purposes. Okay, that's clever.
So now Matthew's card has beat mine. I think, honestly, Matthew, if we're going to go through the different phases, we might as well just play the phases.
Just do it.
I think it will all make sense, yeah. So Matthew has beat my card. So now I need to counter. Now hold on, let's check what happens with my my dynamic moves. With this being played, my dynamic effect, so you can see I've got a little yellow symbol. The red symbols only come into play when there's like a final, if it hits, and that will happen when one of us cannot counter a move, okay?
The last punch of the phase, essentially, right?
So I have this is sudden focus. When this card is revealed from the top of your action deck, and both of our fighters have different of these yellow effects. They're called dynamic effects. They're different for everyone. So I'm looking at my reference here. When this card is revealed from the top of your action deck, you may draw a card. That's pretty cool. So you draw from your action deck. And that will be in my hand now. And that's very handy because now I need to try and counter Matthew's move here.
I'm actually going to say, if you
Thank you
want,
for those bits.
I will allow, if you want, you can draw from your life deck as well.
No. I think that's a bad idea, to draw from my life deck. This isn't magic. My life is not a resource.
True.
Okay, so now I need to counter this. And
counter.
that can come from my hand. or it can come from one of my super moves. Except I can't really afford to pay for any super moves right now because from my meter, I would need to burn a card that has the appropriate symbol plus an additional amount of cards to add up to the speed on this little cost bar. So I can't afford to play a super move yet.
Because if you use a card for the symbol, you only use it for the symbol. You don't use it for the speed as well, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So Paula needs to counter this, and she has kind of two options with the counter. She can do an aggressive counter, or she can do a bear counter, which sounds complicated, but that just means she can do a counter where she is now winning, or she can do a counter which means we are going to tie. That's essentially what the choices are.
And I need to basically play something that is equal to or greater than the speed of Matthew's winning card. So I'm going to just go for it and say, how about I play from my hand, I play a jumping jab, speed 5.
Jumping jab.
So now,
jumping jab. Jumping jab.
So now Matthew needs to counter this. Can you play a card that is equal to or better than speed 5?
Sure can't. But
sorry everyone, I don't know what happened. I hit a button, it went to a weird screen on my OBS. I don't know why that happened. We're fine. Okay. All right, Matthew, continue.
Both players simultaneously reveal the card at the top of the repeat. Okay, counter step. The pressure player must choose one of the things: aggressive or bear. Play a basic or super move that results in a win against the opponent's last move.
Oops, sorry,
Your opponent. Can you question?
Yes.
Can I counter you if I have something that hits your stance rather than hits your speed? Like, can I counter a jumping attack with a yellow hitbox attack? Or does it have to just be speed?
Play a basic or super move that results in a win tie against the opponent's last move.
Right.
Ooh, I feel like it's not just speed. I feel like it could be a hitbox win. How is that? Yeah, the jumping jab was so powerful it blacked out the screen. That's a great clarifying question. If Hans is there, when we're countering, it's not just calculating the speed, right? The hitbox move is still like when we look at what is hitbox is the primary win con, speed is secondary, and that is true in all scenarios. Yes. Okay.
Excellent. So here's the thing.
So if I could have also, if I had a card that was a red hitbox instead of the speed, I could have played that to beat the low sweep. Cool.
So here's the thing. I haven't got anything that helps me in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I can still play a card that means I lose. Because I can still play a card. Because I'm feeding my meter, essentially, right? I don't have to, I have to play a card.
Yes, it says you can choose to not play a card because you don't have one that works, or you can play a basic or super move that loses against the opponent's last move.
Exactly.
Which might be a benefit to you because it is building up your meter, which is going to help you later potentially with playing a super move.
Just looking. I've got subsequent card in this. Okay, that's... Oh, cool. I will play...
And yes, and Logan Gray, hello, over in YouTube is also confirming, like, first you check the hitbox, then stance. Okay, so you're not going to play anything.
No, because my cards in my hand aren't terrible. Well, essentially, Paul, I'll let you know. I've got 2 cards in my hand that have hitboxes on them, which I think are kind of useful. But I also have a card in my hand that has an ability that I think is useful, which I won't get right now if I use it. So I'm going to...
So you're choosing to not, which I think makes sense. So now this hits, which means we now get to check the red confirm hit effect. This is combo. So we will move into a combo round. Now, this is only done by the person who got the hit confirm. So I will do this, Matthew will not.
Because if you think of it in arcade game fashion, Paula has staggered me for enough time to get a combo off. essentially.
Yes.
You've broken my guard, essentially, so you can start hitting a combo. So we're going to go into a combo round.
Mm-hmm.
So the combo round is Paula's chance to play a ton of cards, which are ultimately going to do some damage.
Yeah, and I will
the cards
play them first outside of the meter bar, and then when it's done, basic moves go into the meter bar. But yeah, okay.
When you're playing these cards, essentially what you want to do is you want to play as many cards out as possible, and the way you can do that is by playing cards from a high speed to a low speed. So you can play a 5, a 4, a 3, a 2, and a 1. If you don't manage to kind of do that, you can play a 5, a 4, a 3, and a 4, or a 5, a 4, a 3, and a 3. Something that kind of breaks the combo. That's the end of the combo. But you can still play that fourth card, even if it's not sequentially lower. You can get that fourth card out, but it will stop the combo.
And it doesn't have to be exactly back to back. It could be a 5, a 3, a 2.
Yeah.
It just needs to go lower. Yeah.
And what's going to happen there is at the end of that, Paula's going to again get the red ability of the card. That was the last card played, and that's going to do some damage. She wants to do more than 5 damage to me, because if she does less than 5 damage to me, I get to draw a card. And she has 2 options, which is playing cards from her hand. Well, she's got more options than that, but you can play cards from your hand, like basic moves or super moves if you can burn them from your meter, which you might be able to do right now, because you've got a triangle and a 5. Maybe you have a special move right now. I haven't checked.
If I just got rid of everything, yeah, that's true. That's true.
But you can also kind of do a last hurrah and button mash, which would mean, that's not the name of it in the game, but it's kind of button mashing when you kind of say, I'm going to draw the top card off my deck. I don't know what attack I'm doing right now, but I'm going to go for it. You might get lucky,
see.
Or you might
because I'll just say right now, just to for learning purposes, in my hand, my highest speed card is a 3. So I either will play a super move, burning cards I currently have in my meter, or I'll probably pull from my action deck, hoping that it's going to start with a speed higher than 3, because I can't do a very good combo starting with the cards I currently have in my hand.
Jumping shot.
So I just want to check one thing. I'm going to look up. So here are my super moves. I have this Phantom Toss. I'm just going to go to my little, my character guide. When it has the, I need to remember, when it has the P in the, speed, box, does that mean it's the speed of, that means something, and it's
projectile. This card's speed is exactly the same as its preceding card.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, great, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Not that it necessarily matters in this, but this at the start of a combo, that wouldn't. Oof, to play my Fade into Shadow, I need 10 speed? Yeesh. I could do my Vanish, which would require a diamond and 3 speed. What is my shape that I have? I have a triangle. I could do my Umbral Embrace, but that is not going to help right now, because it's also a 3 speed. So I'm not going to start with a super move. I'm going to start by button mashing, TM. And I am going to pull a card from my action deck and hope that it has a high speed. Ready? Oh, no! Why does this happen to me?
The jumping kick.
So this is going to be just the weakest combo in the world. And then I will...
But you have 2 options, right? So you can decide to stop now because you want these 2 effects, or you could play another card. And you can play a 5 on top of this if you want, but it would stop the combo. But the combo is already gone. Let's be ready.
Yeah, so I am going to do low sweep on top of this. This will stop the combo because it's the same speed. But it will do some things. So Matthew will take 2 damage for 2 cards in the combo. Then this will do a knockdown.
But I have to take 2 more damage as well.
And Matthew has to take 2 extra damage. from this.
4 damage is a lot of damage.
Card. 4 damage. But I believe that is still less than 5. I think this is extra damage. I don't think the extra damage contributes to the 5 when we're calculating.
It does.
Oh, it does. I thought I read in a fact that it... I might be confusing that with the different
thing. It did. Perhaps I'm wrong. So I get to draw a card. Thank goodness.
And so Matthew will get to draw a card because I did less than 5 damage. Night-Toe 11 says, is this digital also? So the main game is... The full version of the game is on Kickstarter. It's a physical copy. We are playing the Tabletop Simulator mod of the game, which you can use to try out. But the mod on Tabletop Simulator, this digital version, only has 2 fighters. In the full game, you have 8 you can choose from. So, okay. So we've done that. These are basic moves, so now they will go into my meter bar. Oops. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I just have to do it. I did the low sweep last, and it doesn't necessarily matter, but let me put them in the right order that I played them. There's that, and there's that. It is nice how nicely they stack.
Yes.
And now this initiates a knockdown round. Now, I am the initiator. Sometimes we'll both be considered the initiator of a knockdown round. But right now, it's just me.
Paula?
So, Matthew's been knocked down.
Paula?
So, we have a wake-up
Paula?
round. That's what it's called. Yes, Matthew.
Thank you. I was going to say, and I want you to look at my face the way I was going to say it.
Yeah, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you.
It's called a wake-up round.
Thank you. And a knockdown triggers the wake-up round. Okay.
I'll tell you what, the board game Bachelor doesn't do wake-up rounds. He does sneak out in the dead of night rounds.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I'm saying? Board game Bachelor.
Yeah. So here we are in our wake-up round. We both get to do this, but as the initiator, I will get a couple extra things. I could pull a basic...
I'm gonna get so much legs out of this board game Bachelor.
So if I had any cards in my burn pile, I would be able to pull one out of my burn pile into my hand now as the initiator, but I don't have any. So now we can both take our wake-up moves and put them into our hand with our other cards.
I'm going to leave mine out.
I think in real life, you would pick them up and put them in your hand. But because we're playing on Tabletop Simulator, we just know we have access to these, okay?
Well, the reason is we don't want to look at each other's cards. So we're going to leave them out, but I'm going to zoom in on my cards so I can't see your cards, essentially. Yeah. Because we're going to be picking one of these cards, which is going to... It's kind of like in a way, it's like a neutral round, but it's different because you're using your wake-up moves.
Sorry, Matthew.
I was going to say, there's definitely a... because we got low, mid, and high attacks, there's a rock, paper, scissors element to that, which we are trying to win. So looking at each other's cards would be, other than speed, obviously. So we do a prep step. Both players.
Well, we could see them before they're in your hand. Like, we know what the other person's wake up and super moves are. They are out on the table.
Yes.
But I don't know what Matthew will choose.
Exactly. And we all have like a throw, a block, and we've all got one special one as well, kind of thing, is the way it works. So we're going to do a wager step. Each player chooses one card from their hand and plays it face down. And the initiator may choose any card. So Paula can choose any card in her hand. I have to choose one of these 5 cards.
Yeah.
Because Paula's the initiator, which I take to be the aggressor. Correct?
Yeah, definitely. Yes, Logan Gray is giving us some tips in chat over on YouTube about how we can... start wake up round. Oh, this is a Tabletop Simulator. This is specific to this mod. Start wake up round. Hold on. I'm going to click this. Thank you. I was going to say, you're just telling us how to pick up cards and shuffle them. I get it. But you are actually giving us some real tips here.
Where does it say that?
So if you hover over wake up moves, start wake up round, and it'll put them in your hand, and then we'll click again, and it'll take them out of our hand. Y'all, this is a great Tabletop Simulator mod. Thank you, Logan Gray, for that tip.
Useful.
I apologize for being like, yeah, I know. I didn't know.
But we were literally avoiding doing this because it's a faff online, right? But that's really useful. Okay, cool.
So, again, as the initiator, I can play any of these cards, wake up, or the others that were in my hand, or... and Matthew can only play from wake up. I will punch somebody in the face. So,
I think I want to do this. I think that's going to do what I think it's going to do. I'm just going to look at an ability over here real quick.
Yeah, I want to look at...
Yeah, that's a good ability. Yeah, I like that.
Interesting. Ooh,
I got a plan.
What do I want to do? I'm not sure what the right choice here is.
No, because I got the nooch. I'm grabbing frames at every second.
Don't think I want to do that. Do I? I don't know.
They call me the command grab. That's what they call me.
The commander
grab. Commander grab. And that's why I'm not allowed back at Gen Con.
I'm gonna try this. Okay, I'm playing this.
You're gonna try it. You're gonna try, but
Let's
you're gonna
just see what happens, right? Let's just see what happens.
I'm gonna flip them both.
Yeah,
Ready?
beware the neutral duck. Because he quacks a lot. He never stops quacking.
Do you know what? I was watching a video and someone was playing cards with the word duck at the end, and I was just listening to the video for a second, and I was like, I hope there's a duck on this card. But it's just a duck. But it was... Flip!
Oh no, you thwarted me. Okay, so my ability here, my dynamic effect is whiff dodge. If the opposing card's stance is different from this card's speed increases to 5. I still would have lost based on speed, but we're the same stance. So you win this.
Exactly. I'm going to down block your Druin. The neutral duck. Pick a side, duck. Who are you going to fight for? So yes, so
and then what's your dynamic effect?
Well, firstly, my dynamic effect actually. Blocking focus. When this card is revealed, both you and your opponent
immediately
the word's the wrong way around it. We both get a card.
Yeah. So I will draw a card from my action deck. So will Matthew. Okay. Then Matthew wins.
Focus ability though.
Yeah, so he gets to do the little red box hit confirm.
Which is also a card draw effect. So I'm getting cards into my hand. Right, so we can finish the wake up round with me winning. Correct?
Okay, yes. You won that. Oops. Okay, I've done that. Okay, so basic cards, if any basic move cards have been played, they would go into our meter bar, but otherwise these go back into our little wake up moves area.
Which again makes sense, right? Because in a fighting game, you don't lose the ability to do an action because you've done the action before, right? So it's like, you can't do this again. Because that's the exact opposite that happens in fighting games. In fighting games, people just spam moves.
You just
that's
do
what
it over and over and over and over
and over
again.
3 Yoshimitsu moves, then spam them.
Now we go, because that Matthew's hit confirm effect did not say like combo or knockdown. Now I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we go to another neutral round. Yeah, and I don't think I take damage. I think we only take damage from effects that say you do, or from combo rounds, correct? I think that's right.
Correct. Yes. In case of a tie, at the end of a wake up round, both players return a wake up and moves back to the reserve, and we're going into another neutral round, which means we're going to draw off the top.
All right. Let's go.
And that's it. That's all the rounds. That's it. That's the whole. That's it. That's.
And they don't always necessarily go in that order, right? It depends on what gets triggered based on your hit confirm.
Yeah, Paula's going to be triggered. She's going to be tilted at the end of this. She's like, how are you doing this?
Taking damage from a block would be unlawful. That's a good point, Fight Deck Hans. That's a good point.
And also, Paula, I've got some playing fighting game jokes online for you, because I'm playing on Wi-Fi. My internet's on Wi-Fi in this where I live, and people who are like hardwired don't like playing against people on Wi-Fi, because according to me, you got a ping of 200. Might as well lose. Might as well quit right now. 200 ping.
Oh, man.
Just punch in the air, Paula. All right.
Will you flip over a card from your action deck?
Be kind to me, please.
Ooh. We both played a low sweep.
Straight draw.
That's a tie in every way possible, so we pull another card. My action deck's starting to get low.
Ooh.
Oh. Okay. So Matthew's played an
Uppercut.
uppercut with a yellow hitbox, but I have a red stance. So our hitbox is a tie, but I have a speed of 4. So my card is winning that. So Matthew, you now counter.
I just want to look at a ability.
Oh, you also get this dynamic effect ability, right? Yeah. So see what that
Signature
is.
move indicator. So when you initiate a wake up round, you may add exactly 1 copy of this card from your burn pile to your hand.
Okay.
So if I can spend this card to use a super, I can get it back in a wake up.
You can get it back.
If I
Von
initiate a
Blade
wake up round.
says high ping Wi-Fi plus modern controls equals insta quit. Hashtag just SF6 things.
Sure.
Looks like y'all are on the same page. Y'all understand each other.
One of my favorite streamers is he does a lot of different things, but he plays a lot of he's from Rosie Ready Run, who I talk about quite a lot, Cbats, and he plays a lot of games like this. So anything I know about these games is because of watching Cbat streams, frankly. I also know a lot about Tarkov, but that's a game I've also never played. But you know, I don't play games. I watch people play games while I do work, which helps my brain.
Yep.
I've been watching a lot
too.
of casino content, Paula.
I know you, but don't say it to me. Say it to chat. You've told me. I know that you've been watching a lot of casino content. Would you counter this move, please?
I will. So this is a low attack. I will counter with my own attack, which is going to hit you.
So this would win because of the hitbox. So let me see. What do I have?
I draw a lot of cards. Playing that wake up move that got me 2 card draws, and you didn't hit me for 4. You only hit me for 4. I drew a lot of cards. So really what I've done is I've lured you into a false sense of security.
Dichotic is saying, wait, what was that new name we had for Matthew? We talked about this at the start of the stream, Dichotic, and it was Hoots something. I've already forgotten it. Hootie Hornblower? Not exactly. Hoots. It was Hoots something. Hoots, and I've already forgotten it. Hooligan. Thank you, Kim.
I like Hootie Hornblower. Call me the Hornblower.
Low
and
kick.
When I come onto that, call me the Hornblower. When I come on this, everyone goes, because I'm the Hornblower.
I need more
Nothing
cards with special thingies. I need to remember I can play a super move. Okay. I've countered with a low kick, which is a speed of 3.
Okay.
Well, here's the question. Actually, would this not win? Because this card still beats this because of the hitbox.
So that doesn't win because you haven't played something that counters that yet. So I'll pretend
I undo. Erase.
That doesn't work.
Okay, so I have a
hitbox is first, then speed. So you have to try to beat my hitbox first. And you can only really beat my hitbox if you have something that has a hitbox on it.
How about I play a super move to counter? Umbral Embrace. It's going to take, I need to burn the triangle plus 3 speed. So I'll burn this low jab, which is 4 speed. So those will go into my burn pile to be able to play my Umbral Embrace. It's a blue hitbox, a speed of 3, and I have a dynamic effect, which means command grab. If this card is countered by a card with the same stance, Matthew, I will reduce that card's speed to 0. So if you counter this card with another blue stance,
so for instance, if I attempted to counter with this to beat, if I tried to beat you with this, it would reduce this to a 3, which means this would be a thing essentially.
Yeah, that speed would be 0, and then I would win.
I will play this, which is a blue hitbox.
Ooh, okay, boy.
Low kick. But I don't. The thing is, Paula,
combo.
The longer that you make this go on, the fewer cards I have to combo with.
Yeah.
Because my fingers are getting cramped up at this point, you know what I mean?
I know it. Boy. Does this mean Matthew will eventually become a country singer like Hootie and the Blowfish? Yes, JD Bestis, exactly.
Did you ever hear my country music arc when I kept on talking about a song I wrote called... No, we won't go into what it was called, but it's pretty good. What are you gonna do? You gonna counter?
I'm going to. Shadow Sting! With a red hitbox, and it's got a cool dynamic effect, and that is my signature move. Yeah. So I can pull this back into my hand if I burn it. I wish I had this already in there, because I just burned a card.
Dragon
reality? Oh, this beats the speed. I can't beat it. I'm done. You win. I can't count.
The Dragon Fist. Cool.
Dragon Fist. So I will take 2 damage. So my life deck will put 2 cards into my action deck. And then, because this doesn't kick off a combo or a knockdown, I believe we go into another neutral phase.
Yeah, is that correct? We go into another neutral round?
I think so, yeah. I like how it kind of like just continues to morph into like the next thing. It makes it feel really like dynamic. I wanted to go into
a combo round. I
should have played a card with combo at the bottom.
Yeah, but I was saving that card for the combo.
Yeah.
Man. All right. I've got a lot of
Rotten to the core is reminding us. We call it the nooch phase around here. So sorry, we're going into nooch phase.
I've been calling it the nooch. All right.
I know.
I've been calling it the nooch.
They're reminding us. Dichotic. So yes, the first to run out of cards in their life deck loses, and Matthew has 14 and I have 16. All right, it's
also,
a nooch.
Paula, if you need to draw cards and you've got no cards in your burn, because normally you would shuffle your burn pile into a new action deck. If you've got no burn pile, you just start taking 3 damage a time.
Yeah, you just take 3 cards from your life deck. It's rough.
So you want to take damage because obviously that's going to feed your action deck, right? All right, so we're going to go again.
Ready?
It's very flowy, which is good because that's what a fighting game should be, right? Flowy.
I got a dynamic effect, y'all. Falling Shadow. Okay, so our hitboxes they just tie. Matthew has the higher speed, so now I need to counter. I do have this dynamic effect, which is called chip damage. When this card
I immediately take 1.
Enters play, immediately deal 1 damage to your opponent. This does not trigger in a failed counter. So luckily, this was not a counter. It was a part of the nooch. It was the nooch. Okay, so I need to counter, though. Oof. I will counter with my Shadow Sting, which has a red hitbox. Pew pew! So that'll beat your low jab.
So I can counter with things from my special deck, right? My super moves.
You can counter with your super moves. I gotta burn some cards. I gotta do some stuff.
Well, I've only got 1 symbol. I've only got a diamond, right? So
can you counter from the top of your action deck? I don't think you can, right? I'm just gonna double check.
Actually. Can you counter just by drawing? Hopefully drawing. Maybe you can. Well, I can do this, or I can do that. That's pretty good. Neither of them take me into a combo round, which is what I really want, but that's good.
Top deck is only available during combo. That's what I thought. Thank you so much for having to clarify. Timothy Davis over on YouTube says, people just didn't go for calling it the neuter round.
What does this ability do?
Hey, Poo-Poo. Yes, this is a card fighting game. It feels very much like we're like Street Fighter. And I do love, I think the like the arcade style art, I think it's so on point.
Yeah, the arcade, it's good art.
Are you trying to pick a super move? Super move.
So I can combat you with something that hits a blue or something faster than 2. I haven't got anything that hits a blue down here. I do have something that hits a blue.
And your Dragon Nova would take on the speed of the previous card. So it would take on the speed of the low jab, which is 5. So
is that what that means? Yeah, this card's exactly. This card's speed is exactly. Yeah.
It's got Dragon Nova is a big. That's a big move.
Yeah, but I can't do Dragon Nova though because I've got a circle.
Oh, the circle.
I can only do Rising Dragon, which is a 4.
You do have a circle, Matthew. Your Dragon Fist is a circle. You can do it. You can do it.
Nova.
Why? Why did I tell him, everyone? Why?
So Dragon Nova. So I need to discard a circle and 3. So the circle will be removed from me to be
Oh my gosh, y'all! Whoever made your Tabletop Simulator mod,
it's good.
This is the best card stacking I have ever experienced on Tabletop Simulator.
Yeah, it's good. The fact that you can just click and get a card out of there as
so
well
good.
is so nice. Yeah, it's good. Right,
yeah,
Dragon
says,
Nova.
don't help him, Paula.
So this has a speed of 5, Paula. And I have some dynamic effects.
Yeah.
One of them, I believe, is chip damage. So when this card enters, deal 1 damage. This effect does not trigger in a failed counter. But this is a successful counter.
This is successful counter, so I will take a damage. So 1 card from my life deck onto my action deck.
And because this was an aggressive counter...
And that means because it beat. It didn't just tie, it beat. Yeah.
I get to draw a card, which is ultimately what I wanted to do.
Now, if I can't beat this, I will take a damage from the hit confirm effect. Yeah, you do have a lot of card draw.
But I still haven't gone into a combo round, and I really want to combo off.
I really need to be able to draw cards. What do I have here? Oh, I think my super move should have come out of my meter bar when I was done playing it. Is that true?
Yes. Yes.
Sorry, let me put that back.
So you can use it again.
Yeah. Okay, I have my Falling Shadow is a diamond. What's my diamond super move? Vanish. Ooh, that would let me draw a card if it wins. Wait, you're at a 5 though? And blue? I can't do it. Sweet. Hold on, let me look at my dynamic effects on that. Let me see if I can make this work.
Paula,
I don't know if it can beat.
So hard. And I have dragons that come out of my fists.
You may draw a card, then place a hand card back on top of your action deck. Oh, okay. That lets you swap out. And then speed down. Boop, 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 boop. The subsequent card of this card gains speed 1, but that's not going to help me now. Blah. Okay. I will play my low kick as a counter. It beats you because it's got a blue hitbox. And it's a speed of 6 and a stance of red. Red stance.
Can I do
Fight deck says Fade into Shadow is always a good...
That goes into combo.
I could have played Fade into Shadow. It only costs 10. Okay, thank you for the reminder. I will remember that in the future. Hey, Silver Metal Tavern, how are you? Y'all, just call out again. High Octane Studios sponsoring this stream. The Kickstarter is in its last few days, so if you are interested in checking this game out, please click the link. Go check it out. The game comes. We only have 2 characters right now, but there's like 8 characters you can get in the game. Go click that link and check it out. And we're very thankful for the support of the stream. We did not, JD Bestis. We did not vote on who would win.
Jumping kick.
We missed out somehow. Jumping kick. Aw, with a red hitbox and a knockdown and 2 damage. I might have to. Okay. All right. Then I counter again. Can I? Yes. 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 Fade into Shadow. I must spend 10 to do this, though. 5 for my jumping jab.
But it's good to have cards in your burn pile, though, right? Especially if you can put... Because if you remember, that's why the symbol's on top of them as well. Because if you can
remember what they're...
Well, yeah, taking Shadow Stings out makes sense. They're low value, but if you can take Shadow Stings out, it means you can get them back.
9. And then also, how about my low sweep? Okay, so this is 10 value of cards. And I'll put into my burn pile. And then I fade into Shadow. And that is, this effect is Frame Trap. If your opponent performs a bear counter against this card, you may draw a card. So if you only tie this, I can draw a card.
So I need to beat blue. So I need to beat blue. So I need a speed of 6 here. Or something with a blue hitbox. And I'll tell you now, I don't have either of those things. Has this got a combo? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it. I haven't got anything that beats this.
Combo.
I was just really trying to get myself into combo round, but it's tough. It's tricky.
It is tricky. Okay. Well, I don't have anything in my hand.
It's
so
fun,
I can't start a combo
from
my hand.
Doing lots of counters and stuff, and then thinking, because you can get, I imagine you can get good at this game where you kind of sequence your cards in a way that is, okay, I will play this, knowing that they will be countered most likely by this, which I also have a counter for.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? So you can start thinking a few steps ahead.
I think I'm
try at least.
Start my counter with a super move, Vanish. It takes a diamond and 3 speed. Excuse me, my combo. Yes, thank you. So that means my Falling Shadow is the diamond, and then my low kick is the 3 speed. So those will go into my burn pile. I have so many cards in my burn pile.
But it means
and
then
I also have
cards, which I like.
speed down. So that means the subsequent card of this card gains speed -1, which is good for a combo. And then
because
this
you can play
means
a 4, which means it'll be a 3.
Yeah, when this card enters play, you may draw a card, then place a hand card. I can basically swap a card. So I will... Oh, but you know what happens? I don't have any cards in my hand. So what happens is I draw a card, I look at it, and then I put it back. Basically. Oops. No. Sorry, everyone. Okay, but what I know is I can pull this because I'm pulling from my action deck for my combo. This is a 4, but because of the dynamic effect on here, it's actually a 3. And so then I will just see how far this can get me. I have so few cards in my action
Or
deck.
you could decide to stop now because you got the 2
Just
damage
do 2 damage.
right?
I would do 4
do you
total
go-
damage. Ooh. Yeah, right now.
Because you can, if you stop now, you'll do 4. But if you stop now, if this next card doesn't have extra damage, you're only going to do 3. So that's a decision, right?
That's true. And you'll get to draw a card, though, if I only do 4 damage. But I do like doing 2 extra damage to you. Ooh. Ooh. No, let's see what happens. Okay. So Spectral Kick came out. This will break the combo because it is also a 4. It's not lower in speed. And so I will do 1, 2, 3 damage from the cards, 2 from the confirm hit, so that's 5 damage. This initiates a knockdown, so we'll do a wake-up round. And then this means I can draw a card because this was revealed from my action deck.
All right, so we're going to get our special cards out and put them back before we go into a wake-up round, which you initiated. So Paula again can use the cards, all her cards, and I can only use my wake-up moves.
Okay. Wake up moves.
Wake up!
Wake up.
I'm
And
so
then
sorry,
draw
in 2
one
days.
card for each card in your burn pile. Yeah, I wish reality.
Yeah, I don't get to draw a card, do I? Because I took 5. Dang.
Remember to retrieve a signature move from the burn pile as the initiator. Thank you, Fight Deck Hans.
Oh yeah, good point. So you get to take one of your, whatever they're called, sting jab things.
Let's see.
Just search. You can just search through.
Here we go.
Shadow
Yeah,
Stone.
you're right. I should have just searched. I'll do that next time. Hi, Matthew Rose over there on YouTube. Thank you so much. Thanks for being here. We appreciate seeing you. And then that goes into my hand. Oops,
That's
I
my
put that
hand.
in your hand. Whoops.
That's one of those
Okay.
tabletop simulator problems, right?
Yeah, you would never accidentally put your card into someone else's hand in real life.
Alright. Your boys made a decision. Well, actually, have I made a decision? Let me just... No, yeah, that's a good decision, I think.
I'm gonna do this.
Oh. Yes, I like this. Oh, sorry.
Oh! We both did a down block.
Yeah,
so this just ties.
Well, this is.
We'll both draw a card.
We don't get the win effect, but we get the dynamic effect, right?
Yeah,
so...
block and focus. When this card's revealed, both you and your opponent immediately draw a card. So I think we resolve that for each card. So we'll draw 2 cards.
Yeah, which is really good for you because it's going to give you loads of options. Drawing cards is important.
Oh my gosh. That's going to be the end of my action deck, which means I can shuffle my burn pile.
Question.
Yes.
Does this go back into our hand right now? This wake up move?
That goes into your wake up area because now we're done with the wake up, so all our wake up cards go back. So just hit end wake up round.
We're done with the wake up phase? Don't we have to win the wake up phase?
No, you just compare the 2 cards and then depending on what happens,
we're just going to go into a neutral. We're just going to go into it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, let's do it.
Okay, nooch time. Ready? Ooh.
Dang it.
Ooh.
Oh,
you are winning that. Good. Because our stances are the same. So then we go to speed. You have the better speed. What does your dynamic effect there do?
It's a speed ups. The subsequent card of this. The next card is going to it's got +1 speed, which is good for now.
Yeah, so that's pretty good.
What are you going to do? You're going to block. You're going to counter this.
You've got a blue stance and a speed of 3.
And the Will of the Warrior, Paula, which we haven't got into
And the Will of the Warrior. Oh no.
And again, I cannot emphasize this enough, Paula. Literal dragons come out of my hands, so it's pretty dangerous. You got nothing?
I could technically do a super move, but it would only be a bear counter, so I think I might save it. I cannot count. I will not counter this. So you get to do a
combo.
JD Bestis, yes, I should have drawn 2 cards. I think I did. I think there were only 2 left in my action deck. So I think I did draw 2. I just hit the number 2, so they both automatically went into my hand. Hopefully I did that right. Anyway, all right, Matthew gets to do a combo.
All right, I'm gonna combo. I think it's a combo. It's great because lots of damage is gonna happen, but it's also not good because I'm gonna play a lot of cards. You know? Ah, that's so much to think about.
Yeah, it's interesting, right? Yeah.
Oh, that's a speed up as well, which is not ideal. Could do this. Do this. 1, 2.
What if it's a bunch of peach dragons? Silver Metal Tavern, that's very funny. What if all the dragons you shoot from your hands are just peach dragons?
I don't know what peach dragons is.
Peach dragon is, well, they remade it at some point, and I don't think it was very good.
Or Pete?
It does sound like peach, but it is Pete. It is Pete's dragon. It is an old, like what, from the 70s probably? Like Disney live action movie with an animated dragon, and he's actually very friendly. Hey, Joe Kim, who says, fight, fight, fight.
Joatham Kim.
Matthew Rose says,
Jojo?
Matthew Rose says, Will of the Warrior is my stepbrother's name in D&D. That is a hilarious D&D name. Will of the Warrior.
Alright. Bloody roar! Okay, so I'm going to do that, then that. And then...
Fight Deck Hans is saying, Dragon Fighter Spinning Fury Kick can extend the combo.
Hold on a second. Spinning Fury Kick. Oh, I have an ability. If this card would break your combo, prevent it, your combo continues as this card's speed. Holy mother of pearl. I didn't
Thanks a lot, Hans.
I don't have a... I do have a... Talon Kick's out. Talon Kick. Talon Kick. Oh, you're screwed now, Paula. Alright, I'm going to play this. Oh, it breaks the combo. Only it doesn't.
Because of this dynamic effect?
Gonna cast... It
A
costs
triangle.
this. It costs a triangle and 5. Man, reading the cards truly does explain the cards. You know what I'm saying? Every time. Oh man, you're so screwed. You're so dead. Okay, I want to
So you
do
have
that.
4 in this combo right now.
I think I want to do this, which is...
Oh no.
Do I have a diamond? Do I have a diamond? Do I have a diamond? Oh, uppercut, uppercut. You're so screwed.
Oh no, what are you doing?
I'm going all out. I got the nooch. I got the soups. I got so much pain coming your way. I'm doing Raising Dragon. It's like Raising Arizona, but way worse. Cost 5. Oh, actually, that's all my cards.
Well, that's alright. Get him in that burn pile.
Getting that yeah, burn after dying. Get in that pile, you scum. There we go. Okay, these are going to go over here. Oh, you're so screwed.
What's the speed of that card? Oh no, it's a 4? So you get to do your perfect sequence. When played, if this card's speed is exactly 1 lower than the preceding card, you immediately draw 1 card. That's the dynamic effect of that.
Yeah, I knew that.
So draw a card. I don't like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my gosh, you're going to be able to do more.
6, 7. 6, 7 so far.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to draw a card. This is bad. This is really bad. You're really, like, this is a big, like, you've got me spammed up against the edge of the wall of the little arcade map, and you're just hitting me, and I'm like, stop, 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 I can't do anything.
Like, your controller's not plugged in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what's happening right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I'm actually going to come in with one last card. Actually, though, that would break the combo. That wouldn't break the combo, and I could draw and hope for the best, or I could stop the combo now. Okay, so this is going to be a... Oh, that's a 4. I'm going to do that. That's going to stop the combo.
That'll stop the combo.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Bloody roll.
8.
Oh, I'm glad Joko was good. Joko, sorry. I'm glad that was good and that you had fun. Joakim works for a gamer cruise situation, which I tell you now does actually look fun. I don't do well on the water. I feel like I'd be sick the entire time on a cruise, but I do kind of want to go on a cruise once in my life. But I kind of consider cruises to be a middle class and up thing, so I have a big kind of like deep-seated social problem with going on a cruise because I'm working class. But I'm going to break convention and just do it anyway.
Just do it. Why not?
Did you take all your damage?
Yeah, I went from 15 life to 7, so that's not great.
Yeah. Eat it.
Luckily, you only have 8, so...
You don't get to draw, which is nice.
Yep. Yeah,
And
take
these are
your
gonna come out.
super moves out. That was rough. That was not... like an ideal
Bartholomew.
scenario.
That's a good one. Yeah, Nooch is a great first name. Nooch Bartholomew. That's definitely that's top tier. All right, so we go into a.
Now we do a neutral round because your bottom card just did damage. So reveal. I have plenty of cards in my action deck. So
I've never been on a cruise, JD Vestis. Paula's been on.
I've been on one. I've been on one single cruise. It was the Dice Tower cruise in January of 2020. And I feel very lucky that I did not get COVID on that cruise.
Yeah, and you were true, and you were invited to that, weren't you? So it's not like
yes, I was invited, so I didn't actually pay for it. I might have had to pay for my flight down.
You pay for your flight. You pay for your flight. I remember that.
But I didn't. I didn't pay for the cruise itself, and I think that's because they said, "Hey, Crystal, we need someone who could be your roommate. Who do you think we should ask?" And she said, "Paula seems cool." And I think that's how that happened.
I have to blame this on Crystal that I didn't go?
Yeah.
Oh,
it would have been tough for you to be her roommate.
I've been your roommate numerous times. I'm a great roommate.
Right. But I don't know that we're cool, but I don't know that the Dice Tower's like, yeah, whatever, mix the genders, you know. Hi, Hack Skull, we met on that cruise.
Yeah, they do sound like a nightmare, but I know people love it. I want to go on a cruise that's also a casino.
I think that's a possible thing. Yeah, I think so.
That has to exist.
Yeah, you can gamble on cruises. Of course you can.
You're in international waters, so you can gamble for you can do Russian roulette. You know what I mean? You can do monkey knife fights.
Bad.
I noticed that you failed to read the room and you got quick fanged.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah, I think they did bond over some Star Trek love. I like Star Trek. I could have talked to Chris about Star Trek.
Yeah, of course.
Right?
What does this affect? I need to see if it's worth me playing this.
On the plus side, I've got a bunch of stuff now in my... I have multiple specials in my meter right now, which is good.
This is bad news.
Bad nooch. Say it, Paula.
It's bad nooch. Okay, I'm gonna play Looming Shadow.
Shadow.
And what this does is, so it has this cancel dynamic effect. When this card is revealed from the top of your action deck, oh, never mind.
Top of your action deck, so it doesn't...
And then combo chain. No, this is, I don't want to.
Don't use it then. Just let me go into the combo and start.
No, it's fine, because it'll give me a circle. You're going to kill, I think you're about to win. I can't do anything about it.
I've only got 2 cards in my hand.
The circle means this is good because I'm going to be able to have access to my Phantom Toss, which will be great. Okay, this is the best I can do at the moment. So I lose this counter, so you get to go into a combo because your hit is confirmed. Oh, I'm scared.
I just need to do a little bit of... Oh, yes, Paula. Oh, yes.
Don't kill me.
Combo round, because I've got a combo here. So, low jab. Followed by blow kick. I'm already down, but I'm hitting for 2. Followed by spinning fury kick again, which I'm going to do, which is going to break the combo, but it doesn't break the combo because of its effect, and I've got to get rid of my Talon for the triangle and 5, which I'll get rid of quick fang.
Oh no.
I've got 2 choices, essentially.
This is not good. It's not good. It's really not good. Things are so bad.
Dragon. Rising Dragon has that ability with the perfect sequence, which is pretty good, which I'm going to do again. Do I have a diamond in my meter? Sure don't. Damn, that would have been so sick.
Haha! You've got 2 circles.
I've only got 3.
Phew!
But
Phew!
Circles get me if this card is played as an aggressive counter. No, but it's got chip damage on it, which is pretty good. That's a circle. Chip damage is pretty good. And
Fight Deck Han says Super Dragon Nova is a great combo finisher. Costs 12 speed. Does 3 extra damage, and you'll draw a card, and you.
Yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8. It does. I was thinking of Dragon Nova, which would be 5, which would have ended my combo. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do that then for the 12 speed because I've been coached. I've been coached into it. Right, so I'm gonna get rid of 12 speed.
Silver Metal Tavern says, "Are there ultimate moves, and do you know their names? Because you really got to yell those. You got to yell these super moves when you put them out now, Matthew."
I've been yelling jumping uppercut for almost
That's true.
You
have. That is true. Super Dragon Nova.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I'll just get rid of it all. It's go time. So I get to do chip damage. Which
you might. I think you kill me. I think you kill me with this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I have 7 cards in my life deck. You win! Oh man, I started so strong and then I just lost it in the second half.
You didn't have what I like to call, Paula.
I didn't believe in the heart of the cards.
That's true. Let's go with that. I was going to say you didn't have the will of the warrior, but that's fairly evident.
Man,
it's good. Right?
I didn't take the right advantage of my super moves, I don't think.
No, once you start thinking about super moves and stuff, they are fun. And they have some really good stuff on them.
Yeah.
And knowing, I think once you've started like learning what your, like what does your umbral embrace do? Is that like a thing? What's that do?
So my umbral embrace gives me a combo. And it also, this effect is a command grab. I did play this at one point. Right. If this card is countered by a card with the same stance, reduce that card's speed to 0 during the counter step.
Yeah, there's some cool stuff going on. But the different characters play different, right?
Yes, we have different. So, y'all, we have these yellow dynamic effects. They are different for each character. And so we have a character reference sheet, and that's what we've been looking at. You don't have to go through a list of every dynamic effect in the game. You have the ones that are specific to your character. And there is also like a little strategy tip part in the character reference. Mm-hmm.
I think also once you've played this like 2 or 3 times with the same character, you're just going to learn what those effects do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not...
Yeah, you'll just know. You'll just know them.
I'm pretty competent with most of my abilities now.
I want to look at the other... Jamie Doyle says, I found the best way to win at games is to cheat. And that's,
You're not wrong there.
I was going to say fair, but actually cheating isn't.
It's not. It's fair, it's the opposite of fair. So it's kind of like... the opposite of fair, but yeah.
I kind of...
Show me the light.
I want to see... We've got some time left, so I kind of want to look at the other characters on the Kickstarter. Is that something everyone's cool? What's the card count of this game? I'm not sure exactly what you're asking, Silver. What?
Or we could do like a speed round.
You want to do a speed round? Okay.
Reset speed round with half health.
Yeah, we could do that.
Right? Because I mean, fighting games are best out of 3. Come on. Unless you're just gonna like lose once and then leave the lobby, Paula.
I mean, yeah, maybe. All right, same characters. How many cards come in this game total? Ooh, good question, Silver Metal Tavern.
So each character's deck is 40 cards. Right? You got 30 cards in your of action cards. You've got your 5 basic cards, your 4 special cards, and a character card. So it's 40 cards in a deck, but each 2-player deck box comes with 4, 8, 12, 16 because you've got 2 versions of each character so that you can play mirror matches. So each starter
then
deck,
there are
I'm
8
guessing, comes
different
with 160,
characters.
like 160. So each starter deck, I guess, comes with 160 cards. Would be my guess. I'm not 100% sure on that though. But there's also an extra expansion which gives all the characters 3 extra moves, I believe, and stuff, and a bunch of extra cards. It's cool. All right, do you want it to have half health? We just take 6 cards out of.
Just go on and put them in the action deck.
Just take 8 cards and put them in your action deck.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6,
5,
7,
6,
8. Okay, so we should both have 8. A life deck of 10.
I was trying to beat you on that as well, but I didn't.
Well, you didn't. All right.
Let's do it.
Nooch. Let's go. Low kick. Oh.
Okay. Let's go again.
So those tie, everyone. So we do another one. Low sweep.
Low kick. I think we might need to shuffle. Because let's start again. I think we may need to shuffle because we put the cards into our decks in the same order, and my guess would be that the cards are. Do you know what I mean?
All right, put them all in one stack.
Oh, true. I'll put them all in one stack. That's a good idea.
And then we'll redraw. This started with 16 cards in the deck. Hold on.
18 and 12.
Oh, it starts with 12? And then we'll put...
Let's just put 10 cards.
Oh, there's 27. It's just, we'll just do it until there's 10 in here.
Yeah. Because you've got 3 cards in your hand.
Just trying to do math, everyone. All right.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. Restart.
Ready? Fight!
Nooch. Spectral kick! I win.
I've got Paula saying nooch. That's a great day. That's a great day. All right, I'm going to counter with a low sweep.
Why? That doesn't beat... Oh, it does, because the hitbox. You jerk. Oh, wait, this came out, so I should have done something. Hold on, what was my dynamic effect, girl?
Just draw a card at the top of your deck.
Thank you, because it was revealed from the top of my action deck, so I can draw a card. Thank you. Okay, so red stance, speed of 3.
2.
So I'm...
Speed of
2. We'll play...
Paula, you like...
Shadow
Paula?
Sting.
Paula?
Yeah, Matthew?
Paula?
Matthew?
You're live you're
What?
live on the internet.
Oh, am
Right.
I saying incorrect things live on the internet again?
You just don't want to be embarrassed, right? So...
Yeah, I would love to not be embarrassed. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Shadow Sting.
Sorry, what were we saying? Me and Paula just had a little private...
Yeah. No one else could hear that. No one else could hear that. So...
You still owe me money. You owe me money, Paula. Don't forget.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And I think you're right.
Are you gonna? Can you counter this?
I think you should put Shep up for adoption, like you're asking.
Stop it! Stop it!
All right, so I can do something that can hit a blue or beat a blue with speed, and I'm gonna beat a blue with speed. No, that doesn't work. This one does. Dragon Fist.
Okay. All right then. Fine. Okay.
I'm deadly out of cards.
We're gonna do low kick, because this beats you with a hitbox. If you can't counter it, I get to combo.
Hold on, that's meant to be in my hand. Give me a second. You never saw that.
I never saw it. No idea.
I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and a circle. Do that, which will have the speed of 4, which would be you, and it does this. Cool, I'm gonna counter this with Dragon Nova.
Oh my goodness, you're pulling out a super move already.
Interesting dilemma. So this needs a 3 and a circle, so it would get rid of this.
Or get rid of all your cards.
Oh no, it's blue. It's blue. It doesn't count. It doesn't work. It's blue.
Oh, you're right. You are correct.
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
Ooh,
you got it.
Combo.
Well done.
It's a combo. Okay.
I hope you're proud of yourself. You punch someone who...
Yeah, I am. I am proud.
You know?
I'm going to start my combo round with a card off the top of my deck and hope that it's a 4. It's a 5! Hey, jump
Why
and
did you
jab.
hope it was a 4?
Because I had a 3. It just needed to be... I didn't want to, like, overshoot, you know, my goal. Because I just needed it to be a 4.
You got to open with the 5 and the 9, and then immediately you press the 4 and the 6, the 6 and the 8 with your winnings, right?
Falling Shadow.
I'm talking about, I've been watching a lot of videos.
It's from all your gambling videos.
I watch a lot of people playing craps. It's great.
Please take a chip damage, 1 point.
Hold on. Holding.
And then I play my low sweep. And then I pull a card from the top of my action deck, which is probably going to break the combo. It will. But you take another chip damage.
Oh, so you broke even on that, actually. That's good. And take 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6 total
5.
because of your 2 chip damage. Yeah. So 4 for the cards.
Wow.
And now,
I'm down to full health.
I believe this does... Wow, because it is a speed round. This will not initiate another combo. I believe when you play a combo, during a combo, it becomes a slow knockdown. So that means we're going to do a wake-up phase, and we will both count as initiators, so we can both play from more than just our wake up cards. So
Which
these
is what
will
we planned so that we could demonstrate that happening.
I need to remember to not put these into the thing.
In a group.
This is not exactly the order they were in, but close enough. Okay.
Once they're in there now, it should be okay. It doesn't make
as long as it's the last one is correct, then that's what matters, and I think it was this.
Yeah.
Okay, so we will now do a wake up round.
Wake up round.
So we could both play any of our cards. If you have any in your hand, if you spent them all in a combo, then like just don't tell the other player that that's what happens.
Ooh, what do I want to do? Is that symbol?
Matthew Rose is accusing us of being in the same house, but acting like we're in two different places.
True, that's what's happening. That is what's happening. I'm in the other room. I've got Chef on my lap.
Yeah.
Right. Imagine if I was in California. California of all places. Please, I've got some self-respect.
Fight Deck Han says, if there's time after this game, has requested that we check out the arcade mode trailer on stream. If we've got time, yeah, it's like we'll just need like 3 minutes. I think we should have time. We can definitely check it out to show people kind of how the arcade mode works.
We should have this
scroll
to the Kickstarter.
Logan Gray, get out of here, says the chip damage doesn't count towards the 5 combo damage, so Matthew gets to draw a card. How dare chat be on Matthew's side? I'm not used to this.
So it is only on the damage from the combo, not.
It must be, yeah.
What's the word? Incidental damage, I guess you could call it. Right, I've chosen. Sorry, I've choosed.
You choosed. I'm gonna do this because I don't think I'd done this yet, and it might be interesting.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Ready?
Ooh, okay, same stance. Your speed wins standing block because I try to throw you, but I have this block dynamic effect, and that means this card wins against any card that has block in its name. And you played standing block, so I actually win because I throw you.
Oh, come on. I get to draw a card.
Yeah, boy.
Well, we both
get to draw a card.
Well done.
And then you take 2 damage from my throw, and I draw another card. Cool. That went well.
Do I take damage right now?
Yeah, 2 damage from... See how my throw has 2 damage on it?
I guess. Okay, yeah. Of course, because when you only use these cards for wake up, so why would there be damage on it if you didn't take it? I've got a wake up move with 4 damage.
I don't like that. That's your throw. Your throw does more damage than my throw does.
I've only got 2 health, Paula.
Yes, I'm being redeemed.
All right, ready?
You ready for a nooch? Yeah, let's do it.
Actually, was it? What did you use? Yeah, we just.
Yeah. I just drew a card and did some damage. Ready? Uh-oh. Okay. So, I played Looming Shadow. You have Jumping Punch. So I have free cancel. When this card is revealed from the top of your action deck, it was, you may add it to your hand. Then you must play a basic or super move in its place. So with that in mind...
Oh, so you can switch out a card and you know what my card is.
Yeah, I'll play Spectral Kick instead.
Okay.
And that I can't do the sudden focus because this is only if it comes from the top of your action deck.
Yeah.
So this is currently beating you, but just because of speed.
I'll go for low jab then. Speed of 5.
Okay. What's this? 4? Oh boy.
Man, once you start playing this, you really start to... You know what I mean? Once you kind of get it.
Yeah.
You got it? Assuming we're playing correctly, which I am assuming.
Ugh! I need a... Blah. Can I play Fade into Shadow? Because you played a 5, right? Ooh, yes. Okay. So I will play Fade into Shadow, which is a super move. Fade into Shadow. It costs me 10. And if you play a bear counter against this, which is literally what I just did to you, I can draw a card. But first I will take out Jumping Jab and Shadow Sting and Low Kick, and those will go into my burn pile. Oops.
Oh, Frost's nice aircon. I hope you're having a good time.
Yeah, I think Reality's there too. A bunch of people are there. I'm sad.
I'm not there this year.
Yeah, we're not there this year.
But I am going to Armenia on Saturday, though, so that's going to be
pretty exciting. Yeah, y'all stay tuned for videos from Matthew on his channel, Yesland.
I'm going to Armenia, then Georgia, then Azerbaijan. That's the plan.
So cool. Let me drop the link for our YouTube friends. Matthew Rose, thank you for that. I'm sorry I missed that super chat. Thank you for that. That's so lovely. Matthew, $5 says, whenever you're ready to come out of the bedrooms, I'm here waiting to play games in the living room. In the nicest way possible. I hope you're not in my living room right now.
In the nicest way possible. Paula, that's a 5 with a blue stance. I haven't got anything that beats a blue stance as far as I can tell, and I don't have anything that's 5 or higher. So I am doomed. And you're opening a combo. I think this is it for...
I'm opening a combo, but I only have ones in my hand, I'll tell you right now. Yeah, Jogoth Rider says, can't wait to have this game. It looks complicated at the start, but it looks really fun. Like, once you kind of get the hang of it, it really starts to flow. It honestly does.
It kind of appears like it's complicated to begin with, but that's because I think it's slightly different to other games I've played, which is also perhaps a good thing. But we both get it now. You know what I mean? Yes. I feel like that's... You just win. You can just stop now, Paula. I'm dead. I'm dead. Stop it. He's already dead.
I've only done 1 damage so far with my combo.
Yeah, but you'd have done 3 damage if you finish now because you got... I'm saying if you did stop now, I am already dead if you stop. But you can carry on the combo. Combo away. Combo off your mind then. Go on, off your gourd. You might as well. You want to do things. You want to do things with cards?
Oh, I just wanted to double check when I got to... I think I get to pull... Sudden Focus. Yes, activates because this came from the top of my deck. Let's just see. Let's just see if I can do anything. I could do... That was a 4.
There's loads of stuff you could do. You've also got...
Can I do Phantom Toss? 5 in a circle?
You don't have a circle.
I have 2 triangles, 2 diamonds. Boo. Alright, then I would Low Sweep. Then I would Looming Shadow.
What's funny, Paula, is now you played 3 cards, but you've still only done 3
I've
damage.
only done 3 damage, yeah.
Every card, if you just stopped there, you'd have done 4, but now you played more cards out. So it's fun to play cards out.
It's fun to do. Right, but it's a combo. I feel like I should play a bunch of cards out.
Yeah, and you get extra, you've got extra abilities that you could possibly be taking advantage of. But Paula won the second, so that's that. Well done.
It's good to have a quick old rematch. This was to my advantage, though, that we started with less life, right? Because last game, the first half of the game, I was doing really well. It was the second half where you picked up momentum, and then I died. Yeah. So in this one, we essentially only played the first half of the game, right?
Yeah, there's a reason you start with 18 life, because that's, I imagine, a more balanced curve, a more balanced arc in the game, right? Because I now can, because you've been burning your resources, which means I can get you on the crackback, essentially, is, I imagine, part of it, right? Because you've got to try to keep momentum. All right, I say we go over to the Kickstarter and have a quick look at that thing.
Yeah, we're going to look, well, first we're going to look at this trailer. I'm just going to pull up the link for it. And then I'll capture that. That's not what I wanted to be. Hold on, everyone. Stand by. Stand by. go.
Go super. Gotta get the KO confirmed. Go super. Absolutely.
Okay. So let me just capture this, and then I'll actually probably need to do a little thing to grab the audio.
No, I'll do the audio.
You'll do the audio? Oh, our faces have gone away. Why have our faces gone away? What's going on? Hold on. Hold on, everyone. I have to do a whole thing here. It's a whole thing.
I did once watch the Mortal Kombat movie on a flight. It was the perfect... It's such a good movie for a flight because it goes so quick. It doesn't make almost any sense. And then it's finished and an hour and 45 minutes is gone. And it's just disappeared. That's why I'm such a big fan of Fast and Furious movies. On a flight, Fast and Furious movie, you're done. 2 Fast and Furious movies, you're in, I don't know, Turkey.
You're there. You've gotten where you need to be. All right. I think this will capture what we want. And then I need to do...
Although I am downloading a bunch of Crunchyroll for my flights on Saturday. I'm going to probably watch the rest of... I'll try to catch up with you on the Apothecary Diaries.
Oh, I'm as caught up as one could be. There are a couple episodes that are out, but they haven't been dubbed
just
yet.
In Japanese.
They're just subbed, and I want to watch it with the voice actors I'm familiar with. So,
I'll probably watch one episode of I Might Be a Guild Receptionist, but I'll solo any dungeon to not have to do overtime. Which is the name of the anime. But I tell you what, I'm really enjoying it. It is good. And I'll probably download some Apothecary Diaries, and there's another series I was thinking of watching. Sonny Boy, is it called? I think that's what I might try to download as well.
Cool.
But I don't be stuck on a flight with a series that sucks. So, but Apothecary Diaries is great. Because I finished Tower of God.
Oh yeah, how was that?
I finished Tower of God, but... Well, the first 2 seasons, it was fantastic. I really like it. But I've just realised I could watch a bunch of the second series of Solo Leveling.
Mm-hmm.
Because your boy likes Solo Leveling.
Yeah. Jeremiah Blob says, where did it go? Guild Receptionist is next on my list.
It's good.
Ooh, Tentarless wants to take a trip to New Zealand and watch the Lord of the Rings trilogy on the flight. I like that.
I took a trip to New Zealand once. Essentially, I got dumped and then went to New Zealand immediately afterwards because I was like, I'm going to New Zealand. Look, I've only ever had one serious girlfriend in my life, and that was coming up to 20 years ago. So, and it did rock me when that kind of ended. Yeah. So I went to New Zealand afterwards.
Yeah.
Wow, that was 15 years ago. That was a sadder sentence than I was expecting it to be.
Time is kind of wild, honestly.
And the board game Bachelor, Paula.
And ready to mingle. Let's watch this quick 3-minute video, 3.5-minute video about the arcade mode for Fight Deck. Let's do it. Also, Matthew Rose, thank you for another super chat. I'm glad that you like the living room. Just find some snacks in the kitchen. Help yourself. All right, are we ready? Yeah. Exactly.
Hold on, I've got to restart. I'm restarting the stream on YouTube. Okay. No, that's pause. Mute. I'm going to be behind because I'm watching the stream, so I'll be behind you.
That's okay. All right. Hopefully the audio will come through properly. Is it working? Oh, oops. I'll fix it. Tune into Sanity. That is a perfect animated emote. So you've got this logic deck that tells you how the CPU reacts to things and does stuff with you.
CPU upgrades.
But wait, there's more! Jogoth will answer that question as soon as we're done with this video. So in like about another minute, I'll answer your question. I'm not ignoring you. Get a starting tech power. That's pretty cool. This is such a neat idea to simulate like the arcade you're playing against. Co-op mode. Ooh, the dynamic effects are different for this mode as well. That's cool.
Two things. Firstly, Sakamoto Days is cool. I read a bit of the manga for that, but I don't have Netflix, and so it's on Netflix, so I'm not paying for Netflix. And the other thing was season 2 of Tower of God was different because it introduces a whole new cast, which I thought was cool because the old cast is reintroduced as the season goes on, and I think it ended up being really good. But yeah, it is different. It is difficult to go. It's difficult to go. What am I watching now? Is this a completely different show, kind of thing?
Yeah.
It does feel that way. It was a bit jarring to start off with that season.
So there you go. That was the some information about the arcade mode. Again, if you are interested in checking this game out for yourself, please click the link that is showing up in chat right now. Check out the Kickstarter. Just a couple days left. So grateful to High Octane Studios for sponsoring the stream and letting us play the game and check it out. Matthew Rose, thank you for the other super chat and how that will replace the bowl that you broke. Appreciate you. So Jogoth Rider 89 wants to know what do we do on the channel most of the time. So on the YouTube channel, there's a variety of things, mostly a focus on comedy videos, but some playthroughs and occasional top 10 lists, things like that. Here on Twitch, Matthew and I stream board games like this every week. Next week we're going to be streaming
Crafting the Cosmos?
Crafting the Cosmos. All I could think of was counter from this game. Countering the Cosmos. Crafting the Cosmos with some guests, TBD. But we're excited about that.
That Big Bang's got some nooch. Tell you, that's a difficult combo.
Also, that's going to be happening next week instead of Thursday. That's going to be on Friday. Normal time. It will still be an hour earlier for people whose time has not changed yet. So if you are not in the U.S. or somewhere where time hasn't changed, it's still an hour earlier. Because I don't think the time changes for, like in the UK, at least it won't change for like 2 more weeks.
I'm in Georgia, so...
It'll be
actually, that's a great question. That's a great question. What time is it right now in Georgia? I think it's late in the evening, right?
Georgia.
Not that Georgia.
Although
I did find... I was looking at things to do in Tbilisi, and there's one place I'm going to go. I was like, what's that? Because I was just perusing Google Maps. I was like, what's that? What is that building next to it? What is this huge building? And there's a Coca-Cola bottling plant in Tbilisi. I'm like, is that because it's Georgia?
That's very funny.
You know, I was like, huh.
Thank you for that follow, Jogoth. I also stream video games here. Currently playing Baldur's Gate 3, but I jump around to different things. So yeah, video games.
It's close to 10, so it's not like it's not going to be super late for me.
One thing that will help, I think, because it's quite a time difference, but at least it's during this time period where I'm an hour ahead normally. So it's 1 hour less than it would be otherwise. So that's something.
It's 8 till 10 to me, which is still perfectly reasonable. It would have been 9 to 11, which I'd have been like starting to fade because I...
Yeah, pretty late.
So I'm getting like an overnight train the day before, and I'm probably not going to get any sleep on that overnight train.
Yeah, that's going to be tricky. Also, Joe Goff, I'll say, oh, great fishing in Quebec.
Oh, great fishing in Quebec.
Great fishing in Quebec. Oh, boy. Well, once again, thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out with us both on YouTube and on Twitch. This will live forever, permanently, for the rest of all of our lives over on YouTube, and will be on Twitch for like 60 days before it goes away.
Twitch is cracking down on the VODs, right?
I have so much to delete off the channel in the next month. Like, I have like 800 hours of stuff to delete. It's silly.
Honestly, so annoying. I'm a VOD watcher on Twitch. Yeah. I'm a VOD watcher. So, but I don't normally go back loads for VODs on Twitch. But like, I don't watch that many things live. I'm more of a VOD catcher.
You'll still have, at least on like this channel, you'll still have 60 days to watch VODs. They just won't live on the channel indefinitely anymore. Yeah. So yeah. All right. So really appreciate all of you. Again, thanks to Octane Studios. I hope you enjoyed this playthrough of Fight Deck. Just a little bit longer left on the Kickstarter. Yeah. So for YouTube, we will just end the stream. But over here on Twitch, we are going to send a raid over to another channel. So I think what we'll do quickly first is just, we'll say goodbye to YouTube. And I will end the YouTube stream, and then we'll be here on Twitch, and we'll find someone to raid. So thank you so much, YouTube. Really appreciate y'all. And see you next time. See you next week, maybe.
Bye, YouTube.
Bye, YouTube. End stream.
YouTube people, man. Right? Get over on
YouTube,
Twitch.
am I right? No.
YouTube viewers. Gross.